agent as realtor, like always. And it's kind of a sad video, man. We got the Carrie Fisher and Debbie Reynolds, and this is like some kind of like documentary about their lives, I guess. Oh, geez, excuse me. Oh, my nose. And yeah, it's just crazy, you know, that a daughter dies. You know, the parent has to see the daughter die, and then the mother dies of a broken heart, and all the coverage. You know, I mean, if you haven't heard and all that stuff, but excuse me. He also talked about, hours before, hours before she died, she's like, I want to be with her, and like, asking could people die of a broken heart and all that stuff, and then she had a stroke and passed away. It's just really crazy, and it's just really sad. So let's just get into it. And I'm actually excited to see this. I don't know when it's out. If it's already out, I don't have HBO.
Mother and I live next door to each other.
So I'll check it out.
Mommy, I'm home. You cannot keep that phone. That's from when they first invented cell phones.
Works fine.
It's ridiculous.
Just dandy.
She loved to push Carrie's buttons. You could just tell.
Start rehearsals for Star Wars 72.
Oh.
I'm concerned because my mother is not feeling well. This for the show?
That's ironic.
That's what's good about losing your memory, is there's so many surprises.
It's like
My
the
dad
old
says
days
that a
in
lot.
way, but I'm like the old days, so.
My family, in particular, could overwhelm most people. It wasn't just my mother that was super famous. My dad was a world-class singer. They were the couple of America. What a heck of a marketing tool.
Oh, man, Debbie
My
Rollins.
mother, she'll forget. She's not 35.
Gosh, she was gorgeous, wasn't she?
Age is horrible
Jesus.
for all of us, but she falls from a greater height.
Bobby, is that her name? Carrie's daughter?
Manic depressive is a disease. That was not diagnosed then. So nobody kind of knew what was going on with Carrie.
I went too fast. I was too much. I couldn't handle it.
That's it, that's all.
Okay, look.
Turn around this way because your rear end is to the camera.
I'm my mom's best friend.
She must have been the best
I
mom,
share
man.
everything with my daughter,
That's right.
especially the chick.
Far more than I ever would want to. I know
sure-
what my mother feels and wants.
I'm sure Carrie was too, but I'm thinking Debbie was an
As if.
incredible
lot of it.
mother and grandmother. I'm sure she was. She seems like it. I know Carrie's the daughter and everything, but I think Carrie was her own person. I think Debbie was definitely the one that, Debbie I think is the one, Debbie is, I think, the one, you could just, in this instant, you can see how she acted, and you can understand how Carrie came out as an individual, very much based, even though I think they really had a falling out when they were younger, or when she was younger, Carrie was, you could definitely see that Carrie is probably like the independent woman she is because of the hilarious sense of humor that her mother had. And I think that's incredible for that point in time where, movies and stuff like that, so far there, it was, you're just a starlet, you're just a beautiful woman. And she had a career that was, I think, beyond anything like that. And then Carrie comes in the 70s, and it's like, women can do these things, but not too much. Slow down. And Carrie came out as a very open-mouthed, I guess you could say, and open, loud, and expressive, maybe, stern, having fun. I don't know. These may be words that describe her. So you can definitely see how Carrie came out, and I'm sure Carrie was an awesome mom as well. But I think Carrie was a great mom because Debbie was an incredible mom herself. You can see it. She's still, at her age, still messing with Carrie. Just still kind of all those little subtle jokes that you think that she's just kind of saying, but then if you're actually paying attention, she's just trying to be funny. But she's not like looking at the camera all the time to like, did you get it? So you get it or you don't. And man, I want to see like that time period. I want to see the documentary really bad actually now. Because it's like a point in time. I don't know. I just like documentaries from the past like that. It's 60-something years and more coverage of just their life, it looks like. Depending on when Debbie's part of her documentary starts. But I doubt, there was anything really being covered back then. But it'd be really cool to see what the behind the scenes of things that Carrie was doing in the day and how she was, it'd be cool to see what she was doing on set, back then. So I don't know. I'm trying to there's just so much to say that I'm not saying any of it. I will say that I did hear, and I think it was confirmed. And if you haven't heard, that she finished wrapping episode 8. and got everything she needed to get out. It is really crazy if you look at fantasy and reality, and you look at that Han Solo died in episode 7, and Carrie, I think, was supposed to live on through 8, and maybe they wrote her off. Maybe they plan on having her in episode 9 for this big, like, her and Luke getting back Ben, So, I don't know. It's just, it's just kind of weird to think where the movie would go in episode 9. Would it just be Luke or Mark Hamill and Carrie Fisher playing their roles, trying to get back their son from the dark side? Or are they going to have to cleverly write that, she passed at the end of episode 7, or at something happening in episode 8, and, that being the catalyst maybe for getting Ben to come home again because of his mother's passing. But it's crazy that Harrison Ford dying, theoretically, Han Solo, I should say, dying in episode 7, and Carrie Fisher passing after the fact. It's like one didn't want to be in the movies, and one, her life was just kind of taken a little shorter than I think it should have been. And now you have these opposites attracting for the movie and in life, you're missing both. It's just very crazy. I don't know if I'm making a whole lot of sense, but I'm going to get out of here, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And once again, my name is Azrael, and I'll see you on whatever video I'm doing next. Later, guys. Just crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff.